why to study with Anki. So Anki, what is Anki? Anki is a spaced repetition software which creates virtual flashcards and which has a super cool algorithm which helps you and enhances your memory so much so that you quickly can study things from short-term memory into long-term memory. I will put afterwards the link down below about this program. Now, quickly to my story, I studied, or I struggled to study English for about like 10 years in school. So I wasn't really a big language learner to come off. Even with Latin, once I was very enthusiastic about Latin, but once like grammar was introduced, I was done. I was just struggling along. When I came to university, I needed to study five languages, 5 Asian languages, because I was aiming for Buddhist studies. This is Sanskrit, Pali, classical Tibetan, classical Chinese, and modern Chinese. And when I was studying these languages, I noticed, like, if I study only for my first few years, when I study only one language is okay. If you are very committed to your language learning, one language you can totally learn. 2 languages, you have to be very disciplined in order to study 2 languages. But if it exceeds 2 languages, say, for example, 3, then generally I haven't really found a person who has pulled off this feat. This includes professors and lecturers who have pulled off this feat without using some type of enhancement, such as spaced repetition software, where you can store all your knowledge and you can regularly learn and revise whatever you've learned. Picture this. A friend of mine, she told me she was a triathlete back in the day, meaning she competed in 3 disciplines, right? So running a marathon, swimming, bicycle riding, and running a marathon. So with these 3 disciplines, you are always, if you're not completely committed, she told me, you are always you're always behind with your training schedule. Same it is for language learning. If you study 1 language, you can do it 2 languages, again, disciplined. 3 languages, either you have a complete insane training regimen, or you need to really convert to spaced repetition software. Otherwise, it's not possible. And with 4 and 5 languages, just forget about it. So if you learn a new language, you have a lot of enthusiasm, and it's so much joy to really make progress in this language. But if you try to afterwards maintaining a language, this is another story. So learning is one thing, maintaining is another one, because this initial enthusiasm is gone. And once you've gone through this process of learning one language and then not being able to maintain it while learning the next one, and then even the next one, it becomes frustrating, because sometimes you are not able to learn as much as you want to, and you fall back on the initial 1 or 2 languages, and then to restart there, it just becomes too frustrating, because you just it's too exhausting at the end of the day. You need to start over and over again. It's too exhausting. Another argument for spaced repetition software. One more, my teachers, they always recommended me, especially for classical languages, to do our own dictionaries. Why? The dictionaries we have right now they are good, and they are even created by people who were geniuses in the language. However, they have shortcomings in as much as these geniuses back in like 100, 200 years back, who created such dictionaries, or even before that, they had limited resources. They didn't have the resources we have now. So when it comes to learning classical languages, or multiple classical languages for that matter, you want to create your own dictionary. First of all, you want to not study all the 20, 30 entries which you find in the dictionary, only the ones which concern you. But moreover, you want to make your notes very beautiful, so you want to look at your notes over and over again. And thirdly, sometimes certain texts have a specific meaning which might be in the dictionary, might not be in the dictionary, or might be written in the commentary. So these things are always good to write down and make an extra note for this. Moreover, how to develop flashcards. Say, for example, you have physical flashcards. I saw many people doing physical flashcards, but there's always like one stack you have with you, and what do you do with all the other stacks what you have not with you? For example, if you like moving, like to shift your apartment. One quick story. One of my professors, he said when he met his initial professor, so he went to his house and he had a specific question about Sanskrit. He went, this now retired professor, he went to his bookshelf and where he has all his flashcards, and he had, like, immediately went in and pull out the right flashcard. But this presupposes that this is possible, and he had like I don't know, like thousands of flashcards. But this presupposes that you know your flashcard stack so well that, and you never move, maybe for 40 years. Your apartment, like God forbid, if you would move to your apartment, or if you would go to a semester abroad, then it gets like completely messed up, and you would never have a correct order. So with Anki, you can totally pull this off. You just close your laptop, go to the next country, no problem at all. And with this, with such organized spaced repetition software, you can basically pull off sheer impossible things. Understand, like, the word impossible, like this is like a big word, usually gets thrown around by small-minded people who can't see beyond what they are actually capable of. We are capable of so much more, and once we train ourselves, probably have the right tools which enhance our memory capacity, then we can go above and beyond. Now, leave all your comments and questions below if you have any. If you found this video helpful, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video when I put one out. All right, guys, I see you soon.